Oh my god, I can't believe how nervous I am to actually record this video. I'm so nervous, so nervous. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are transforming this thick kinky 4B 4C natural hair into a crown. Now guys, I am super nervous yet super excited at the same time to get this video done. Excited because I have never seen something like this being done here on the platform, so I'm excited about being the first person to actually get this done. But nervous because I am not sure how it's going to turn out. I am not sure how it's going to be received. I'm not sure how many views it's going to get. So it's just so many emotions just bundled up into this and I'm really not sure how to feel. But this is something that I have been thinking of since sometime in October last year, and you know, I don't know, I thought about it and I was thinking to myself, whenever I post a photo to social media, I always hashtag my hair, my crown. So the idea came to me, you know, why not transform my hair into an actual crown? I thought about a tiara, but then I figured, you know, if I were to put a small tiara, how would I get the hair to stick up into these little triangular things? Because I don't use gels. I really did not want to put any hardening agents in my hair. And then I remembered, you know, there are these other big crowns that are out there. So let's combine and make it work. And we're gonna transform the hair into a crown. So let's do this. Let's go into it. I am nervous, I am excited. I'm hoping it's not showing too much on the camera, but let's go into the video. I am ready. I'm gonna put this hair up into a ponytail because that's where we begin, and let's go. Since it's a crown, we want to ensure that we don't put it too high up to the back, and we don't want it to be too far in to the front because it's a crown after all. So we just tie it in place, use some hair clips to hold it down. And I think we're ready to move on. Alright, so now that we have our ponytail in, now comes the part where we do the various sections for the crown. Alright, so what I'm going to do to start, you see this little part at the front here, I'm going to put in white. So I'm going to take a tiny piece, just about this much, and I'm going to take this much from the 4 points on the hair. So 1 north, south, east, west. Because what I am going to do, rather than put a rope or a twist as the base of the crown, I am going to do it in a way that it will overlap each other so that it makes it into one nice, almost like a wrap, basically how we used to wrap our hair when we had it relaxed. So I'm gonna tuck this out of the way so that I can take the piece from the back right here. Going to put it up into a hair tie so that I get it out of the way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna leave it still because what I want to do is I want to just put in all the sections and then go into doing the actual crown, because I don't want to have anything mixed up while we're going. So I want to do the various sections So then when we are done, we just put everything into place. I have pictured this in my mind for about 2 months now, guys. So I am hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that what my mind conceived, I will achieve today. So let's see how that goes. Right, so we have this in place. So now what we want to do, we are going to separate the sections that we want here. Now I don't want it too thick, because the middle part I want it to be more full. As you can see, guys, I am just eyeballing this, just feeling as I'm going to ensure that it is thick enough, not too thick in certain areas, but make sure that it is nice and uniformed. Right, so this is going to be our center section. Let's just check to make sure that this part here is basically the same all over. This section here feels a little more thin. We're gonna take some from here. I think it's good to go. So I'm going to separate this into 2 little sections, put them away. Right, so now we're going to start with this section in the middle right here, and I am going to put it into 4 sections. Now guys, I am not working with a mirror, so it is going to be more difficult for me because I am just using the screen on my camera. So let's just hope this works out for the best. Quick detangle. Now what we want to accomplish here is basically the middle of the crown. So we do that and then we pin it with some hairpins. Okay, so let's hope it looks good. You basically want it to look somewhat like a little flower but a little crown at the same time. So now what we want to do is we want to apply our temporary color. Now this color, I actually was planning on getting a red to do this with because a lot of the crowns that I came across had red. But when I went to the beauty shop, this hair, this says it's a color burgundy. And the red one that they had, this cap looked more red than that red. So I figured, you know what? Burgundy is basically a royal color as well, so I'm gonna just use this because I think it may look better anyway. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it shows up nicely on the hair. Okay, so let's do this. This is where some of the nerves come in, guys. So I'm putting my hand here because this part of the hair is going to take a completely different color. That color is showing up so beautifully. I love it. Now clearly, guys, I can't see the back, so I'm gonna just take a moment, go into my bathroom, into the mirror, and I'll be back. Okay, so I think that's it. I think I got every part of it, and I had my son give me a little help, so I think we're good to go. He looks like a juicy cherry bun. Okay, so now we're on to this section. Now in this section, it's kind of on the pictures that I saw, a lot of them had like little crosses, but I'm not going to do a cross. I'm going to do it almost like a triangle. So I'm gonna separate it into about eight sections. Let's say 8. I'm gonna just put them into the various sections again to ensure that they're all uniformed. Make sure that one is not bigger than the other. So I'm gonna split it down the middle at the front, down the middle at the back, and then put it into 4 sections each side. Put it in some chunky twists. Make sure we have all our sections before we go any further, because that way, guys, you make sure that it is basically uniform and it looks really good in the end. And like I told you all, I have been thinking about this for about 2 months, so I have had enough time to visualize this entire video in my head. This is the first time attempting this, but I have visualized almost every single part of this video in my head. Almost every single part. The only part I did not visualize was the nerves. Being so nervous to actually get this video done. I can't believe how nervous I was in the start of this video. But anywho, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah. Good. So with this first section right here, detangle just a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is about here, I'm going to pinch it here with a rubber band. So I go about 1 inch up, or just about the height of the red part here, and put in a rubber band. So this is basically what we want to accomplish here. This. So it looks like this, yeah? We need to tighten it a bit to fit both sides to have it look the same, then that's good. Now, when we get to this part, we want this here, but to the top here, we're going to pinch a small section from here, like so, and this part we leave to the back. Let's make it a little thicker. Right, so this part here, we want to keep straight because we're going to put a separate color here, so we can just tuck it in with the red slightly. Okay, so we do this so that we can tuck it away, just add it to one of the pieces from the back. And with this little section to the front of it, we are going to put it in some, I like to call it poodle puffs. I'm really not sure what it is called, but I call it the poodle puffs because this is what is going to act as our pearls in this crown. Okay guys, so I think you get the gist of it, so I'm gonna do the rest of this off camera and I'll be right back. Whew. Okay guys, so let me tell you, it took me a little while, but I'm done. I'm done with all the sections, putting in the pearls that we will spray in a little bit. Now what we're gonna do with the flat section here, now we wouldn't be paying homage to our natural hair if we did not put in one of our most popular things as part of this crown. So I'm going to be putting in this area some very, very loose braids so that the pearls can sit on those braids when I am done. So then the pearls sit on them just like this. I was planning to leave it really flat, but because my hair is so thick, Guys, the sections are so wide, so if I were to leave them flat, they will just cover this part of the hair, so you really won't get to see anything that's going on in the middle of the hair. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna just put it in these little loose braids. I actually thought about it while I was putting in the rubber bands for the little poodles, for the pearls. So this is something that I saw in my vision for the hair that I'm actually doing now, because this wasn't part of the original plan for this crown. So I'm gonna just put the 8 braids onto these particular sections. Okay, so now guys, the braids, I am going to be putting them in gold. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this shower cap, put into this middle area right there, so that it keeps it protected, so none of the gold goes on there. Put this, and we're gonna start spraying. So I'm getting to the back area, so I'm gonna go off camera again so that I can get it done, have my son help me again, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that we are done spraying those braids, I'm gonna put them up just for a short minute because I need to spray the pearls. I'm gonna take another shower cap, put over the gold, because that way we keep the colors separate and protected from each other. And now we're going to spray on those pearls. Okay guys, so this is much harder than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, let's hope it turns out okay. But I'm gonna try and put them into the shower cap so that I can put the bottom part in the gold. My whole forehead has the stuff. Okay, so now that we are here, before we do anything, I'm going to just flatten this section, make sure that it's nice and smooth. So I take my tiny brush and I try as much as possible to smooth it around and around, almost like we're wrapping the hair. I think it looks good. So I'm going to lower the shower cap here, lower it here, so then I can do this area in the whites. Okay guys, so I think this is it. I'm gonna remove the shower caps. Let's get ready for the reveal before we pin it up to look like the actual crown. Yes, here comes the nerves again. Let's do this. Shower cap number 1. Take this down. Shower cap number 2. I actually think it's kind of looking awesome. Strangely awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to pin the braids to the middle of this section here. I am going to leave this part and then take these, put them together, just ensuring that each set of pearls lie flat on each of their particular braid. And then we join it in the middle. So again, we end up with our little pearl-like little structure, little thing happening right here. And I am going to try and spray this somehow so that it goes in gold. And I think this is it. Let me try and loosen this one a bit, because you don't want to have the pearls look too tight. So I'm going to just tuck on it, pull it out a little bit so that it's not too tight. Ensure that it is sitting on the braids, not too tightly, because you want it to be nice and loose. Let's see if I can get this to go in the gold. Let's hope it works and not have too many of the other areas. The gold, let's hope it's only this area that's in the gold. Okay, and as far as I can see, it looks good. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. So now let's get queenified. Okay guys, so cue in the music. Let's do a 360 of this hair crown.
I'll give love to the world. I stay true to my word. We'd be queens and kings of everything. I could gaze at the stars, take my rocket to Mars. We'd be queens and kings of everything. I bet my heart on you. Queens.
I did it! I did it! Oh my gosh, I'm excited! Now what I'm seeing is, I think the colors, if they were showing up much better, it would have been so much better. So I think if I do try this again, I will use a different brand of color, or possibly like maybe a chalk color or something, so that it kind of pops a little more, because it kind of makes it look a little, just a little messy with the spray all over it, especially this little area. I think it would have looked so much nicer if it was just so smooth. So one of the things I maybe could have done was to do the twist here for real, so that it looks more like, you know, pearls kind of at the end. But I think it turned out awesome. I mean, look at this. It's like an actual crown. It really looks good. So, I mean, I don't know what words to use. Some of these areas are not so white, but it's the first attempt, it's the first try. I think if I were to do this again, I will actually do it again. So I will try and see how I can, you know, make it look a little more perfect and make it look a little more polished and refined and awesome. But it looks good. I think it looks nice. But guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this hair crown. I am actually loving it. It looks all queenly and stuff. Let me know what you all think. Let me know what you think about this type of video. I mean, this is awesome. But guys, let's get this to as many views as we can. Let's get this to quite a few likes here on the platform. I mean, this is the first time anyone here has, this is the first time anyone on the platform has ever attempted anything like this. I think it's totally awesome. I'm actually claiming that this is gonna get to the trending page, or at least to 100,000 views. Let's go for that. At least 100,000 views and 1,000 likes. Let's go for that. We won't go for too much, but you know. But guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.